offer and 6-minute delivery. See Walgreens.com for details.
They keep the bad guys from breaking in your car.
How many hours of sleep have you lost to this? And sometimes it even means the car actually has been broken into. Now, British researchers say your car is less likely to be broken into if you park it away from the streetlights. They say the level of nighttime thefts from cars was cut almost in half when street lighting was turned off between midnight and 5 a.m. compared with staying on all night. Why? Apparently, most car theft is opportunistic. If the street is dark, the thief is less likely to spot that laptop you left on the front seat. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Your bracket busted? While Kraft Mac and Cheese can't reverse those March Madness losses, they can hook up college b-ball fans with a little comfort by giving away free boxes of the cheesy, carby goodness with the iconic smiling noodle turned upside down. Get yours Saturday at basketball.com. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
It's time for another C. Harperado Group High School Sports Day, coverage of high school baseball here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live, being brought to you by the C. Harperado Group. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, John Marietta. Uniontown Detailing. The Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist, Jim Burns. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. M&R Transit. The Radcliffe Law Firm. The Browns Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes. Potter's Bar and Grill. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Shop and Save, Walnut Hill, Uniontown. The Somerset Trust Company. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. NovaCare Rehabilitation. Jimmy John's in Uniontown. Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Peachin's Pharmacy. Casey's Sports Cafe. M&R Transit. Ford of Uniontown. And by Mama Ruca's Pizza Shop. Now stay tuned for high school baseball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Well, they told us a 4:10 start for Game 2 already underway. Tyler Sankovic, a ground ball to second base. He's retired 4-3 and already 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Mustangs, the away team, they fell 7-4 in Game 1. Tony Hanula's along with me. And Tony, how are you doing today?
Doing all right. Work gotten away for the first game, but I'm here for the second game, Brian. So trying to give you a little breather here.
Appreciate that. Carson D'Amico at the plate right now for the Mustangs, and they count even at 1-1. This turnaround happened so fast. We haven't even had an opportunity to set the defense yet for the West Mifflin Titans, but it looks like Ryan Lang is on the mound for West Mifflin. And again, it's Tyler Sankovic who led off. He grounded out 4-3. Carson D'Amico at the plate right now. D'Amico a little nubber, and that one is caught by the West Mifflin first baseman, and that's Eric Link. So Eric Link with the catch there in foul territory, retiring D'Amico, and the Mustangs 2 up, 2 down. And certainly a tough Game 1 for Laurel Highlands. They led 4-3, but gave up those 4 runs in the top half of the 6th inning, ended up falling by a score of 7-4.
Yeah, and it's tough. And then they had to see the ace of the West Mifflin staff coming in and working on the save, and just couldn't muster anything towards the end of the game. But it's always tough. And as you said too, Brian, I listened to most of the first game and actually heard where Chambers only went a few innings, which is understandable. I mean, really hasn't thrown a whole lot because of basketball season, and able to come out and give the Mustangs a good effort, but obviously couldn't work the rest of the game. But as the season goes on, I'm sure we'll see him pitch a few complete games.
Ben Diamond out at the plate, and he's behind 1-2 here early on. Again, just underway Game 2 of our high school baseball doubleheader. Laurel Highlands taking on West Mifflin. Just underway here, top half of the first inning. Diamond check swing. They're going to appeal down to first. First base umpire saying he did not go. So leaving up the count at 2-2. Again, the Mustang lineup: Sankovic, D'Amico, Diamond, followed by O'Brien, McLean, Yanoski, Chambers, McKnight, and Gesk for Laurel Highlands here this afternoon. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Mustangs retired 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. Led to the bottom of the first. Right after this, back in 90 seconds here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at Arthur Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Bring forward the home construction season with First Federal Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
We're back for the bottom half of the first inning, game 2 of our doubleheader. Titans won 7-4 in game 1. Mustangs retired 1-2-3 here in the top half of the first inning in game 2. So the Titans coming to bat, and leading off will be the shortstop Jake Walker, Devin Matey batting second and playing second base, Zane Griffithson batting third and playing in center field. Corey Kujai is the catcher. He's in the cleanup spot. Bert Kowalski batting fifth and playing third base. Derek Kleinhans in right field batting sixth. Eric Link playing first base batting seventh. Mackay Scott playing left field batting eighth. And Ryan Lang on the mound. He is batting ninth for the West Mifflin Titans. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, be a little out of order here. Tyler Sankovich playing shortstop, Ben Diamond in left field, Braden O'Brien pitching, Alex McLean playing first base, Caleb Yanoski in right field, Joe Chambers playing second base, Braden McKnight playing third base, and C.J. Gesk out in center field.
Shortstop number 1, Jake Walker.
Jake Walker will lead things off. Mentioned Walker, Cal U recruit, 588 average a season ago. 2 homers and 15 RBIs. Had a busy game 1, going 1 for 3. Was also hit by a pitch and scored a run.
Well, interestingly enough, I was looking through these stats for last year. He had 66 plate appearances and only struck out twice. Got walked 15 times. Had a fantastic junior year.
He was hobbled a little bit during game 1. Actually came out of the game for about a half inning. It seemed all right hopping back in there. And we mentioned the Titans played 3 games down in Vero Beach. 2 are actually considered scrimmages because they had to rule them as scrimmages since they were before the first WPIAL play date, which was Friday, as Walker sends this one foul down the right field line. But he had 5 triples in 3 games.
That's not a bad that's not a bad series right there.
No, not at all. So Braden O'Brien, who's going to start the season as the Mustangs' number 2 on the mound here to start game 2. And of course, that was going to be the big question mark coming into the season. Of course, Joe Chambers really cemented in as the Mustangs' ace this season. If you go back to last year, remember, Chambers was pretty much the Mustangs' number 3 pitcher coming into the season.
Exactly right. And earned his way into being the ace. And that's the thing. Playing back-to-back games against section opponents is going to make it tough. You got to have a lot of pitching.
Count out 3-1 here to Jake Walker with a rip and gets over the glove of the Mustang shortstop. That was Tyler Sankovich. Will go all the way back to the wall in left center field. Relay coming in from C.J. Gesk. And we talked about those triples. Well, there's another one right there, Tone.
Well, and pure speed as well, Brian. Kind of interesting. I was snooping along last night and saw where he runs first base from home plate to first base, 4.16 seconds. So pretty quick, and he showed that speed right there.
Yeah, back in game 1, he had a hard ground ball to shorts, and he almost beat it out after a quick throw from Sankovich. It just shows the type of speed he has, and he had no problem getting down to third there. And now Devin Matey coming to the plate, and the Mustangs do not want to fall behind early on here after dropping game 1 of the doubleheader. And I think Laurel Highlands is really hoping to win game 1. We've taken a little bit of the pressure off, throwing their ace, Joe Chambers. They're able to get a win there, and then anything would be gravy here for game 2. But after losing game 1, and this one popped up by Matey into left field, and getting under it and making the grab there for the Mustangs was Ben Diamond. But tagging and scoring from third is Jake Walker. So a sac fly RBI for Devin Matey. And just like that, West Mifflin a 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands here with 1 out in the bottom half of the first inning, with Zane Griffithson coming to the plate.
And Matey picking up an RBI there. And Good start for West Mifflin early on.
Scoreboard has us in the 10th inning. We're only in the bottom of the first.
Might feel like that.
Yes,
for you.
For me, it's the 8th inning. But nonetheless, West Mifflin a 1-0 lead, and Zane Griffithson, who shut down the Mustangs, pitched a 1, 2, 3, 6th, and 7th innings for West Mifflin during Game 1. And how impressive was it for Griffithson last year, Tony, as a freshman, 6-0 record, ERA below 1.5.
Extremely impressive.
Comes in here and shuts down Laurel Highlands during his first 2 innings of work to start the 2022 campaign. He's behind 1-2 here, and he'll chop this one over to third. Tough play, but gobbling it up there for Laurel Highlands and making the throw over to first is Braden McKnight. Over to Alex McLean. And Griffithson retired 5-3 for the second out of the inning.
And a nice play there by McKnight. Actually short-hopped that ball and able to make a strong throw to get Griffithson, who was pretty quick down the base path as well.
Now Corey Kujai will come to the plate. Corey showed during Game 1 he's a pretty good catcher. Titans leading 1-0. Swing and a miss there from Corey. Falls behind 0-1. And back during that Game 1, Kujai went 2 for 4. Couple of singles, couple of strikeouts. Next pitch on the way. This is low.
Just missed low.
To even up at 1-1.
And interestingly enough, I think the way that West Mifflin works is they plan on using 3 pitchers each game. 1 to save some arms, and the 2 just to get some people some action. And that's what helped them last year win the section.
Went 11-1. In fact, their only loss came against Laurel Highlands at Laurel Highlands in the second game of an opening series against the Mustangs a season ago, and then they ran the table with 10 straight wins. Then the conference season had a first-round WPIAL playoff bye and then lost to Newcastle in the quarterfinal round of the WPIAL playoffs.
Yeah, that's tough, and the thing of it is, and we've said it in the past, when you get that layoff in between, you kind of lose momentum a little bit, and I think that's kind of what happened to him with Newcastle.
A little chopper from Kujai. Tough play over here at third. Long throw over to first, not in time. As Braden McKnight had a charge in from third and couldn't get it over to Alex McLean before Kujai, who showed he has pretty good speed for a catcher, was able to beat it out. I think you have to give Kujai an infield single there.
Yes, we did. Yep, gave him an infield single, and nice job there. Nice try by McKnight, but just couldn't make the play. Did not have enough speed on the ball hit down to third for him to even give it a try.
I'll bring up Bert Kowalski for West Mifflin. Kowalski back in the first game. Went 1 for 4, had a 2 RBI single to the left back in the third inning. His highlight of the game, batted .339 last year with 16 RBIs. Junior for the Titans. 5th Titan to bat here in the bottom of the first. O'Brien's pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. We were told on the other side, Tony, for West Mifflin, we'd see a lot of sidewinders from Ryan Lang, who's opposing O'Brien here for Game 2.
Interesting.
He made it pretty quick work of the Mustangs early on. Runner going here. Pitching there for a strike throw down to second. Not in time. And that one's going to hop away in a shallow center field. And the West Mifflin base runner able to get down to third. Is that Kujai running for himself out there, Tony?
I think it is, yeah. I don't think they put in a pinch runner.
He's down at third. Run already across here in the bottom of the first inning.
It's going to be a stolen base and actually an error on the catcher. Kavanaugh on the throw. Got away from second baseman Chambers.
So Kavanaugh seeing his first action of the season behind the dish for the Mustangs.
Well, he's a tall catcher, Brian. There's no doubt about that. Comes in at, 6'4" behind the plate. So big target there for Braden O'Brien.
We saw a lot of him during the basketball season as well.
Yes, we did.
Good size down on the blocks and good size behind the plate. For a lot of these Mustangs, you wonder early on, Tone, some of these guys that played baseball or played basketball, like Chambers, like Kavanaugh, how tough is it to kind of get into the groove of things because you were on the basketball court 15 days ago?
I hate to say it, it's tough for us to get in a groove just to do a baseball game on the radio. I mean, you're used to basketball.
Another ground ball to third. This is going to be another tough play. Long throw
Nice
over to
throw.
first. That one is made in time. What a gun there. McKnight to McLean to retire Kowalski for the third out of the inning. And that took another possible run off the scoreboard for the Titans. But the West Mifflin Titans do get a run here in the bottom of the first. And they lead Laurel Highlands 1-0 after one here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us. Here for you.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Back for the top of the second inning, game two of our high school baseball doubleheader. It'll be Braden O'Brien, Alex McLean, and Caleb Kravowski, two up here for the Mustangs. We lost our radio feed. Stick with you folks here on Facebook Live as O'Brien comes to the plate.
And O'Brien looking to get something started here, get that run back. Takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner.
Remember back to last year, Tony, he had some key hits for Laurel Highlands, especially down the stretch in some of those games. And here's O'Brien with another line drive, and that one getting through the shortstop there, Jake Walker, into center field.
Yeah, and that's unusual there for Walker. He's pretty sure-handed shortstop, but kind of took a bad hop off of that turf. And we're going to be mighty Christian there, give O'Brien a base hit.
Yeah, well-hit ball. Welcome you folks back on the WMBS side. Braden O'Brien, a leadoff single into center field off a little deflection from Jake Walker. And the Mustangs a base runner with nobody out here on the top of the second, trailing 1-0.
Well, McLean here, as you mentioned, Brian, in your pregame, had 18 RBIs last year. And a big-time RBI man for the Mustangs. And right now, looking to spark this offense a little bit and get back into this game. Only down 1-0.
McLean in game one went 1 for 4. Lone hit coming in the third inning, single to left field. Had a little bit of a stoppage there. I think they got things ready to rock again.
Interesting enough, Kowalski, yeah, creeping in. He was looking for the bunt.
And Ryan Lang, who's on the mound for West Mifflin, does have a little bit of that sidearm delivery there.
Yeah, it came down there about almost 3/4, but I'm just kind of surprised Kowalski cheating in already. Coach Yeoman may be playing a little small ball here early on.
Down 1-0. Now showing bunt. And
nice
laying
bunt
it down
there.
There is McLean down the first baseline. Will advance the runner. Lang makes the throw to Link in time. And now Cotton a run down here between second and third. Throw back to second and out at second is the courtesy runner for Braden O'Brien. So that was not O'Brien. You bring in the courtesy runner. We've talked about that a lot over the years, Tone. And here we go. Base running mistake. And the Mustangs pick up an out they probably shouldn't have on the base paths.
No, and actually that was Caden Early who was pinch running, and he made just too wide of a turn around second base. The ball did not get away from anybody, and I'm not real sure what he was looking at. I mean, came around there and actually was halfway between second and third, so an easy play.
This one popped up by Caleb Kravowski in foul territory on the left side. That catch will be made to end the inning there from Bert Kowalski. So just like that, Mustangs retired. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Going on now at C. Arthur Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, already in the bottom of the second inning, game 2 of our doubleheader. West Mifflin a 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs need to settle down a little bit there, Tone. Gave up a run back in the first inning, base running error there in the top of the second inning. Already lost game 1. You don't want to get yourself in an early hole you can't get out of here in game 2.
Well, and that's just it. You don't have a whole lot of section games. And that's the thing. I mean, if you lose in a sweep like that, puts you behind the 8 ball right off the bat.
Mustangs will see Ringgold next week. West Mifflin will have a series with Bell Vernon. Both games scheduled Monday and Tuesday. And so far the weather looks good for early on next week. Hopefully it stays that way.
Well, you just don't know anymore.
There's a swing and a miss there from Derek Kleinhans. And Derek falling behind 0-2. Derek robbed Frankie Kula of an extra base hit in game 1. You look at his numbers at the plate as well. Went 2 for 4, including a double back in the 6th inning and scored a run in that 6th inning as well. Kleinhans looks solid. Count now 1-2. Sorry, stabbed you there with the pen, Tone.
That's all right. I'll die of blood poisoning.
Might be ink poisoning.
First game.
1-2 on the way. Kleinhans off the inside of the bat. A little nubber going to McKnight at third. Tough throw, but he gets it over to first in time to Alex McLean. And boy, McKnight's been busy here to start game 2.
Yeah, he's already got 3 assists in this inning and at third right now. He's doing a nice job at third base, and actually not sure how Kleinhans got that ball to stay fair. They really jammed him. O'Brien threw that ball on his fist, and as he made the turn, just dribbled it down to third. But nice play by McKnight, who's playing even with the bag.
Bring up Eric Link now, playing first base here in game 2 for West Mifflin. Takes the first pitch for strike 1 from Braden O'Brien. By the way, our live video stream on the WMBS side for game 2 brought to you by Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair and Chop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown. Next pitch on the way, that one low and outside, takes the count to 2-0 on the South Union Township Sports Network, brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and agent David Hughes, also the sponsor of our pregame show. United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, SWGI in Uniontown, and Zebley Mahalovan White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. There's a line drive going right to second base. Joe Chambers playing second here for game 2, gloves it down for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, he had him played perfectly right there. Played him shaded just a little bit to second base. And Link hits a shot at him, and Chambers only had to take one step to his right to make that catch.
Now Makai Scott coming to the plate, getting the start in left field here for game 2. Might remember him from the West Mifflin basketball team. Pretty good hoopster. Takes ball 1 here against Braden O'Brien.
Yeah, and he was tough on the court, no doubt about it.
How you probably have in your notes is point per game average from the basketball.
No, I didn't get that far. I thought about it.
And Scott a little nubber off the inside of the bat. Unable to come up with that one is McKnight. It goes back to Sankovic at short. No play there. I think you're just going to have to score that one, Tony, an infield single, because it would have been a tough play for McKnight to pull that one down. And Sankovic trying to back him up really didn't have much he could do with it either.
Well, the ball wasn't hit that hard, Brian, and the thing of it was McKnight had to charge it a little bit, was playing deeper than he was for the previous batter, but had tried to make a diving catch and just couldn't get to it. So we are going to give Scott a hit on that one.
Now Ryan Lane coming to the plate. opposing McKnight on the mound. Scott's going to run. Pitch missed the plate. Throw down to second, not in time there from Kavanaugh. A stolen base for Mackay Scott.
Now the second stolen base here for West Mifflin, and they like to run. There's no doubt about that. They had 74 stolen bases last year, and 22 of those stolen bases were by Jake Walker. So West Mifflin likes to run to get players in scoring position. You got one right now with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's nice you have a couple of other options, not just Walker out there, but guys that are quick on the base paths like Scott as well, as O'Brien finds the strike zone there. Good frame up from Kavanaugh. And the Mustangs get a much-needed strike. It's 2-1, yes, 2-1 with 2 outs. As we work here in the bottom of the second inning, Titans a 1-0 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
And O'Brien.
They made a correction there, 1-1 as O'Brien steps off.
Yeah, O'Brien is getting that call on the outside corner, so I would expect him to just kind of stay out there, try to make these guys pull that outside
Runner
pitch.
going again, and again off the inside of the bat, goes to McKnight at third, and able to corral it in, make the throw over to McLean, and once again, you have a 5-3 on the scorecard, 4th-1 through 2 innings on the West Mifflin side with the Titans at the plate. So we've played 2 innings. It's 1-0 West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 at Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Joe Chambers, Braden McKnight, and C.J. Guest due up for the Mustangs here in the top half of the third inning. We're moving right along. 2 quick pitches from Ryan Lang to Joe Chambers, both missing the strike zone. The count at 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch. Again, low and outside, 3-0. Joe did not bat in game 1. Of course, got the start on the mound, worked 4 innings, did not factor in the decision, since the Mustangs actually had the lead when he left the game. He's showing bunt here and almost gets hit, but time was called. That's not going to count. He's going to have to go back in the batter's box.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure who called time there. He didn't step out of the umpire saying he stepped out of the box, but I didn't see him step out. But almost got hit with the pitch either way.
Correct.
You'd hate to see him get hit, especially when it didn't count.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That hurts even more.
So he's going to head back into the batter's box.
Now, still a 3-0 count, yeah.
They have 3-1 on the board, but it should be 3-0. That pitch didn't count.
3-0, yeah. 3-0. Yep. 3-0 because, Chambers, like I said, they called time. Well, the umpire called timeout, so.
And Chambers gets a little reprieve. 3-0 pitch again. He lets it go. Result the same. Ball 4.
On the first walk of the game by either team.
Can I use the whole Streets of New Brunswick line there? The ball never lies.
No, the ball never lies. Exactly.
Even though Steve Suprick's not with us.
Exactly right. No. You can use it. I'm sure Soup wouldn't mind.
I don't know how you would change that around for baseball. I'm sure Steve played some baseball in the streets of New Brunswick as well.
Yeah.
Braden McKnight now showing bunt, pulls back, pitch misses for ball 1. But the Mustangs getting a much-needed base runner right now. Down 1-0. Nobody out as we work here in the top half of the third inning.
Now, the thing of it is, if McKnight's going to drop this bunt down, he's got to get it down to the right side, down the first base line.
Pulls back again, and they're going to say that pitch was in there for a strike. Runner going, and the throw goes into center field. But well backed up there by Zane Griffithson. But you have Chambers now down at second.
Chambers with a stolen base. And now that might change a little bit. You're going to have the third baseman stay at third.
And McKnight, going back to game one, had a sacrifice, fly out to left field and struck out. He's looking for his first hit of the season. Come here at an opportune time and maybe tie the game, but he's showing bunt again, lays it down, well placed. And the throw over to first goes wide. McKnight safe at first. Advances Chambers down to third, and the Mustangs runners down the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, and that was a tough play. A great bunt. I'll bet you that ball only went about 5 feet from the plate. And the catcher, Kujai, had to come out there and had to make a strong throw. McKnight showing a lot of speed getting down the line. And the ball got away from the first baseman. So now runners on the corners.
You still scoring that as a sacrifice?
I'm still scoring it as a sacrifice, but it's going to be an E for the catcher. So an E2 is going to put McKnight at first, and now C.J. Guest coming up.
He'll call time, and still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Mustangs down 1-0.
C.J. Guest.
But the table's set right now. Of course, you'll have Sankovic in the top of the order, due up behind Gesk.
Well, I would have to imagine McKnight's going to run on this first pitch no matter what. You want runners at second and third.
See what occurs here, and a little step off, and he was running, and they're going to get him in a rundown.
Oh.
Wow, second base running error of the game here from Laurel Highlands.
He's going to get thrown out 1-6 and just jump the gun.
Yep.
Got to wait for the ball to be thrown. Gesk, as you said, showing bunt, but just bad base running by the Mustangs here in his second game so far.
And to be honest, I don't even know if they make a throw there.
No.
With a runner on third, they might just let you have the base.
Well, no, they're going to let him have the base. I mean, you're surely not going to throw it down. Chambers is going to get a decent lead. You got the third baseman playing off a little bit, so he's getting about a 4 or 5 step lead. So he would easily score if they tried to throw the runner out at second.
That's 2 already here in game 2 on the Laurel Highlands side. Now 1-1 count to C.J. Gesk, but the story a little different right now. You have 1 out in the inning, a runner only on third. And Gesk facing a 1-1 count here against Ryan Lang. Swing and a miss. C.J. now behind 1-2.
Nice little curveball there. Went down about 3/4 and threw that off-speed pitch, and Gesk was way ahead of that one.
C.J. did not have an at-bat during game 1. Now the 1-2 pitch here, low and outside.
Nice
Evens
stop.
up the count at 2-2.
Yeah, nice stop there. That ball was short of the plate. Kujai with a nice block there. So now here's the pitch. And Guest's going to flare it over to second base. Now there's nobody over there.
That's in the gap.
Yep.
This will score Joe Chambers easily. Gesk into second, standing up.
That's it.
This game tied at 1.
Yeah, drop anchor right there, CJ. You don't want to do any more than that.
So a stand-up RBI double to right center field and an RBI for C.J. Gesk. Run scored for Joe Chambers. But if you don't have that base running mistake there, Tony, it could be a 2-1 lead for the Mustangs right now.
Yeah, you've got the lead is right.
Shortstop, number 9.
Now you do have the top of the order up here in Tyler Sankovic. Just an opportunity to make some hay with 1 out here in the top of the third. Game now tied at 1. First pitch here to Sank. Swing and a miss. He's behind 0-1. Sank grounded out 4-3 first time up.
You know, that was interesting, though, Brian. I was looking at Maytai. He was standing on second base when that ball was hit. I mean, there was nobody on the right side of the infield.
Sank really choked up on the bat. And he'll pop this one high in the air into left field. Mackay Scott getting under. It'll make the grab for the second out of the inning with that ball being on the left side. Nowhere for Gesk to go.
No,
He'll remain down at second.
Sank gave that a nice ride. Actually thought it was going to carry a little bit. Looked like Mackay was having trouble out there, but able to reel it in, and now it's going to bring up Carson D'Amico. And D'Amico trying to pick up his first RBI of the year.
And a good poke considering the fact he was choked up so high on the bat, about a quarter ways up.
Right, and took it the other way.
Correct. D'Amico takes ball 1 on the outside from Ryan Lang.
And D'Amico, he started out last year, ended up with 12 RBIs on the year, but if you remember, he had one game. I think he had 6 RBIs in one of the early games of the year.
1-0 pitch misses outside, now 2-0. Lang a season ago at a 2-2 record, 2.75 ERA. Made 10 appearances, worked 20 1/3 innings, gave up 14 hits, 12 runs, 8 of them earned, and had a even strikeout to walks ratio, 10 apiece.
Hell, he should have given up 2 runs here, but Fortunately for him, only one.
2-0 pitch, and therefore a strike. Now 2-1. I think they'd be able to bring Griffithson back in as well if they needed to in the late innings for Game 2, couldn't they? He went under 25 pitches in Game 1.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I would think so, but you know what? Being the same day, I'm not sure.
There's a little grounder to short. Jake Walker, low throw over to first, but scooped up. And Eric Link makes the play to retire D'Amico 6-3 for the third out of the inning, but the Mustangs get a run back. Went to the bottom of the third, game tied at 1. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Day.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school baseball teams the best of luck this season and invite you to listen to his show every Tuesday at 3:15 here on WMBS.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Leadoff single for Jake Walker here in the bottom of the third inning. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands tied at 1, and Walker just continues to produce. He's now 2 for 2 here, Tony, in Game 2.
Yeah, led off the game with a triple and scored a run now. Leads off this bottom of the third inning with a base hit.
Devin Matey now at the plate, showing bunt. Throw over to first as O'Brien checking Walker. On the way Walker runs, Tony, might as well just give him second and then maybe third.
I'll tell you what, he's got the speed, as we said. 22 stolen bases last year, so you know he's going to run on the first pitch.
I'm checking him again.
That's a decent lead.
O'Brien's pitch. Walker not going to go yet. Matey took the pitch. Count at 1-0.
Count at 0-1. They called it a strike.
Oh, they did? Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They gave him the outside corner.
Wow.
Yeah, this I noticed that this umps, he likes the outside corner. I mean, if I'm O'Brien, I'm living out there.
Another check of Walker. Count at 0-1.
I mean, you might have to come inside every once in a while just to keep the batters honest, but they're giving him the outside corner, and it's Tom Glavine-like.
Walker going here. No throw from Kavanaugh. Head first, slide back safely, but tough to limit Walker anytime he gets on the base paths.
Well, don't be surprised to see him go to 30 either, but at this point, I don't know if you want to make the first out at third base by chance.
That's what makes West Mifflin so strong as well. You get some of these quick guys, Scott and Walker, aboard. A single almost is like a double or a triple the way they run the base paths. And now Scott showing bunt again. I'll check that. That's Matey showing bunt. Lays it down. Throw over to first. Was he off the base? Yes, he was. So throw went a little wide. Got Alex McLean off the bag. Everyone's safe. You got Walker safe at third. Matey safe at first.
Yeah, and that's a tough play. It was a tough play for O'Brien coming off the mound to try to make it again. That bunt did not go very far. And I think I'm going to have to give Matey a sack bunt and then actually going to have to give an error, I think, on O'Brien. He probably could have had him, but
now you have 2 on, nobody out. Runners on the corners and Zane Griffithson at the plates. He's showing bunts.
Yeah, I think he's showing bunt only to get the runner to take off to go to second base. Surprised he didn't even make the attempt there.
pitch in there for a strike, counted 0-1.
Yeah, I think he's only just kind of leading interference in front of Kavanaugh, although I'm not sure Kavanaugh is going to even throw the ball down right now. I mean, especially with the speed of Walker at third base, you don't want to take that chance.
Titans took game 1, 7-4. We're tied at 1 here in game 2 as we work in the bottom of the third inning. O'Brien, another check over at first.
And you got to be careful because that throw right there, if it gets down into the right field corner, there's a lot of room down there.
Nice complex, plenty of folks out here as well. You have a softball game off to our right between West Mifflin and South Park as well. And showing bunt, pulls back, and a swing and a miss. Count now 0-2. Things getting a little bit tougher now for Griffithson.
Now he's in a hole here, just trying to put the ball in play. And that's the thing, as I said, O'Brien, he's got to work on the outside corner. Griffithson's trying to pull everything right now.
Now another check.
And not much there. Really doesn't have that big of a lead at first. Kind of work on Griffithson right now and maybe get a double play ball here, give up a run.
Here the Mustangs wouldn't mind a strikeout either and just move on to the next.
Well, that's true too.
Now O'Brien is yet to record one yet in this game.
Well, no strikeouts, but no walks either.
An opportunity here with a count at 0-2. Runner going, pitch, a breaking ball missed, throw down to second, and now a run down for Matey. And a little look back. They're going to let Matey get back to the first base bag and keep Walker down at third.
Yeah, that's an interesting play there. I get it. You know that Walker has a ton of speed, but you had Matey back so close to first base. I would have flipped it over to McLean just to see if he can put the tag down.
Correct.
You get some exercise there, but that's about it. Probably could have gotten out.
Count now 1-2. Another throw over to first. Didn't have a lot of that in game 1, Tone, but you've come and all the excitement's ensued.
Yeah, I can bring out the best in that kind of stuff, you know.
Count now 1-2 again. This one sent foul. Count remains 1-2.
Interestingly enough, Griffithson's he's looking for catcher interference. And now the umpires are going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm not so sure. He's looking for interference on Kavanaugh. And they gave it to him,
wow.
Yeah. So that's going to be scored an error on Kavanaugh.
And gives Griffithson first base.
Gives Griffithson first base, moves a tie up to second. So now all of a sudden you got trouble.
And Brad Yeoman out to talk about it.
Yeah.
What did he say Kavanaugh did? Interfere with the swing?
I think he hit his glove on the foul.
On the foul.
Yeah,
okay.
whenever he fouled the ball back, it looked like he hit his glove. And that's what they're trying to say here. So, I mean, Brad's not going to. You're not going to win this argument. First off, I'm sure he's trying to get an explanation, but I think when Kavanaugh reached out for the pitch, it just, he nicked the glove and that's it. So, yeah, and that's kind of what he's kind of showing him what's happening there.
Brad's still talking about it.
Yeah. It's one
no
of those,
avail.
Yeah, it's very, very infrequent to see an umpire change a call, no doubt, especially after he conferred with the first base umpire.
Now you got Kujai at the plate. Bases loaded. Your cleanup hitter coming to the plate. Nobody out here in the inning. And the game tied at 1. Infield coming in here for the Mustangs.
Well, and he singled his first time up in this game.
That was an infield single.
Right.
Force out, of course, you'd get it at home. First pitch to Kujai in there for a strike.
Good pitch by O'Brien again. Go to that outside corner. And that's what the umpire likes. And guess what? Even if the West Mifflin players crowd it a little bit, throw it inside, try to catch the inside corner because you're not going to hit it too hard off of that.
0-1 pitch, breaking ball, fouled off just like that, counted 0-2.
I mean, they're going to be jammed no matter what. But now 0-2 quickly by O'Brien. It'd be a big strikeout here.
And Kujai plenty of pop in his bat as well. So you risk that with the infield in. 0-2 pitch. Kujai swing and a miss. What a strikeout for O'Brien.
What a big time to get it right there. So Kujai with the first strikeout of the game for O'Brien. And couldn't have come at a better time. So now Kowalski's going to come to bat.
He grounded out 5-3 to end the first inning.
Everybody grounded out 5-3 the first time at bat. McKnight had 4 assists in the first 2 innings.
Swing and a miss. O'Brien bringing his best now with the heat on. He was that kind of a player at the plate last year, Tone, and now trying to do the same thing here on the mound.
Well, he threw well during the Legion season, and right there started out Kowalski with a breaking pitch, and I'm sure he was looking dead red.
Another breaking ball, grounded to second. Nice snare there. They're coming home for the force out, not in time.
Yeah, it looked like Chambers double pumped a little bit. So you're going to have a fielder's choice. And Chambers kind of double pumped there a little bit, Brian. He had the play, but it's going to be a run. Now, I don't know what you're getting. You getting a warning here? It looked like Braden O'Brien got a little bent out of shape. I don't know if Walker said something as they were going to the trying to score or whatever, but something was said.
First base coach for West Mifflin came all the way down, talked to the home plate umpire. Nonetheless, it resulted in a run scored there for Jake Walker.
Yep.
And a 2-1 lead for West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands, and now Derek Kleinhans coming to the plate. He'll take ball 1.
Yeah, so on the fielder's choice, Kowalski's going to get an RBI, but again, base is still loaded. The Mustangs got what they wanted. I mean, Chambers was playing up. He's up on the infield grass, but just couldn't get the ball out of his glove to make a good throw.
Next pitch, fastball on the inside. Swing and a miss there from Kleinhans.
See, that's a good pitch right there. Kleinhans has moved up on the plate a little bit, trying to protect that outside corner because that's what the umpire likes.
And come back the other way.
You know what? I'd go right inside again. He's going to struggle to get it.
And come on the outside corner, miss low and outside.
No,
good block there from Kavanaugh.
Go back in. He's never going to catch up to it.
I think we're at 2-1 right now, aren't we?
2-1, yeah.
With 1 out as we work here in the bottom of the third. Titans now lead at 2-1. Came back on the inside. He went opposite field right. Charging, unable to get it there is Janoski. Janoski able to track it down. You'll get a run that scores on the play. And West Mifflin extends the lead now to 3-1. So Janoski charging from right, just unable to get Kleinhans.
Yeah, he made a diving attempt, but just couldn't corral the ball there. Didn't get away from him very far, which is a good thing, but Matai is going to score. So now 2 runs in the inning for West Mifflin.
Yeah, Mady, a couple of sacrifices, now scores a run, and West Mifflin leads at 3-1.
So Kleinhans is going to pick up an RBI on that play. So now all of a sudden, 2-run lead now by the West Mifflin Titans. Kavanaugh going out to settle O'Brien down a little bit.
Now cameraman Jerry Dupay tells me wind really blowing in. You wonder how much that affected that last play as well.
Yeah, he got a little bit, but I mean, he's still playing in pretty tight. It was just a tough play to make all the way around.
Eric Link now at the plate, swing and a miss. Link behind 0-1.
Now Link lined out the Chambers his last time up. The Mustangs could use that right now.
Count 0-1. Lead at 2 at 3-1. Check swing. Not going to matter. Pitching there for a strike. You really feel it gusting up now, Tone.
Yeah. It's blowing from left to right as well, Brian.
Check swing. Now 2 strikes on a Link. Pitch from O'Brien. Another chopper going to third. They're going to come home again for the force out, and this time get it and get the double play at first. So that one goes 5-2-1 to end the inning.
Nice play there by McKnight and Kavanaugh. Did a nice job, spun on the plate, and easily threw out Link at first base. A nice play for the Mustangs.
The Titans get 2 here in the bottom of the third. Lead Laurel Highlands 3-1 as we go to the top of the fourth here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Day.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Welcome back to WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network, coming into the top of the fourth inning. Brian needs a little break here. So leading off for the Mustangs will be Ben Diamond.
Start my 11th inning of work here, Tom.
Yeah, I know. Well, good thing it wasn't, you better hope these things don't go extra innings at all.
I appreciate you coming for game 2, helping me out a little bit.
Diamond takes a first pitch high for a ball, so it's Ben Diamond, Braden O'Brien, and Alex McLean batting for the Mustangs here in the top of the fourth inning. They trail 3-1. There's a pitch by Lang. Just missed on the outside corner, so Diamond now ahead in the count 2-0. He was a strikeout victim the last time at bat. It's a shot there in the hole. Third baseman Kowalski over to first and able to retire Diamond. 5-3. We've wrote that down a few times.
Yes, now on both sides. Yep. Diamond was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored back in game 1. Records the first already here in the top of the fourth inning.
Yeah. Braden O'Brien coming to bat. O'Brien singled his first time up. Was substitute for pinch runner early. And early on the sacrifice bunt, just rounded second base much too far and got tossed out. Picked up a huge out there instead of the Mustangs having runners on second base with 1 out. Just changed the complexion of the whole inning. So now O'Brien batting for his second time. Batting cleanup today, and he's pitching a nice game for the Mustangs. Just a couple bad breaks so far here in the first 3 innings.
Have to say hello to our buddy Mookie John, listening and watching back in Uniontown tonight as well. And there's O'Brien just sitting that one foul.
Yeah, just outside of third base. Hey, we'll also have to say hi to Coach Popovich, too. He texted earlier and wished you and I good luck, and we're hoping some good things for Brad. I said, we need all the luck we can get. Brad needs some hits, that's for sure.
I don't think AG's playing today. If they are, it's a non-conference game. Didn't see them on my rundown slate, but as many changes as we've seen here early on in the high school baseball season. Tough to keep track what everybody's doing, but I do not see a game scheduled for AG today.
Well, the thing about it isn't O'Brien's going to go down on strikes. A breaking ball by Lang, able to retire his adversary on the mound. So now it's going to bring up McLean. McLean, as we said, laid down a sacrifice bunt last time at bat. But it ended up being a double play. So now McLean with 2 outs. He's going to take that first pitch inside corner. Nice pitch there by Lang. So McLean now behind in the count, 0-1. 2 down. There's a dribbler just fouled down the third baseline. The Mustangs trail the West Mifflin Titans 3-1.
These two teams expected to be 2 of the stronger teams in the conference this year, along with Bell Vernon coming into the season, but so tough really to know what to expect, especially this early on in the year, and these teams are just trying to get things together. I mean, you look for the Mustangs, there's another hard ground ball.
And that Kowalski gloved it, had it, and actually was trying to get it out of his glove. So he's going to get charged with an error. Actually would have had McLean rather easily. So McLean's going to reach first base.
But you look at Laurel Highlands, their first game of the year is a conference game. You come through with a conference doubleheader your first 2 games. At least for West Mifflin, they got 2 scrimmages and a game and down at Vero Beach. And the Mustangs did have 2 scrimmages, but still doesn't have the same tone as a regular season conference game.
No, and you know what? Even when you go down south, it's a little bit different. You get better weather. You kind of get into baseball mode. Up here, I mean, you're bundled up. You're trying to play on grass that's sloppy and everything else. Now here, obviously, it's a different story, but, you know, tough to get these games in, and that's the thing. we mentioned about pitching, especially in the high school game. I mean, you get cancellations early on. You get in a situation where you're playing 4, maybe 6 games a week. That's tough on your pitching staff. You better have a lot of arms.
Yeah, the one advantage of these two teams getting this doubleheader in, you don't have to worry about a 3-game week, at least involving one of these games down the road, especially you got rain in the forecast really the rest of the week, and you don't know what you're going to get, especially back at Laurel Highlands. You're hoping if you're the Mustangs, you can play a home game Monday against Ringgold.
Yeah, and actually, you know what, at this point, it's the first game of the season and everything like that, but it may do the Mustangs good to have a few days off and not play till Monday, kind of put some things together, figure out where they're at. It's one thing to do it in the gym, but
Kowalski just got nailed
on
the inside on that pitch, so he'll take first base. And, of course, they're not out of this one. It's 3-1 West Mifflin working here in the top of the 4th. Now the Mustangs, a couple of base runners with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Oh, no, they're surely not out of it, and that's, I'm not talking pessimistically, no doubt, but at least this way you see what you got. You're finally on the field. You can see what's happening, see what your pitching is, and you can see what kind of competition's in this section. Chambers' first pitch swinging. Looks like it's going to get out of play. And it does. So Chambers now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, and the Mustangs looking to strike here, cut into this 2-run lead.
Chambers walked, stole a base, and scored a run back in the 3rd inning.
Yep, after he walked, stole a base and scored. There's a shot, going to get up the middle. Nice play there by Walker. He's going to go to first, show the gun.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like to see that one again.
I'd like to see that one again. Brad's trying to appeal it, but that's not going to happen. Wow. Tough play there. Chambers got called out 6-3. Nice play by Walker, showing off his cannon, but still. So the Mustangs with no runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 men left. After 3.5, it's 3-1 West Mifflin. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th inning on the South Union Township Sports Network and WMBS.
See Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school baseball teams the best of luck this season and invite you to listen to his show every Tuesday at 3:15 here on WMBS. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-99-8000.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
You're back, Tony.
I'm back.
You just have a stroke and fall off your chair?
That's what they say, huh?
Yeah.
I was moaning about the call.
3-1 Titans over the Mustangs, moving to the bottom of the 4th. And we have, for West Mifflin, Mackay Scott, Ryan Lang, and Jake Walker due up.
That was our colleague, Gary Frankhauser. He knows how to, don't worry, he makes sounds whenever there's calls like that, too. So I think Chambers might have beat that one out, but guess what? My opinion don't matter.
All right, 2-1 count here against Scott.
Scott singled his last time up, was stranded at second base in that 2nd inning.
Had a swing and a miss there to even up the count at 2-2.
Waiting on deck, Ryan Lang.
Now O'Brien's 2-2. One fouled off there from Scott.
Scott barely got a piece of that one. O'Brien. I'm going to guess he's going to come back with a breaking pitch on the outside corner right here.
I've gotten a lot of those calls. Scott, leadoff batter for West Mifflin here in the bottom of the fourth. Titans lead at 3-1. And send one actually down the middle. It gets fouled off on the left side.
Yeah, nice job by Scott there to protect. He was out in front of that pitch a little bit and made the swing and able to foul that off.
Scoreboard showing 1 out. We have nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. We're linked into the scoreboard here at West Mifflin on your Score Hub feed that you might see on the Facebook Live video feed today. There's your swing and a miss, strike 3 as Scott goes down. Second strikeout of the game for Braden O'Brien.
And a good start to this bottom of the fourth inning. As you said, the Mustangs only trailing by 2. Be interesting to see what West Mifflin does, how long they're going to ride Lang, who's coming to bat right now. Lang.
You go back early on against some of those base running mistakes. You know, it can end up being a 3-3 game right now instead of 3-1.
He had 2 big ones, actually.
Lang showing bunt, never got a piece of it, strike 1.
Obviously bunting straight for a hit there, but kind of ran out of the box before he got the bat to it. As we said, Lang ground out to McKnight, who's now cheating up on the infield grass.
Lang a season ago, about at 283 with 9 RBIs. Takes another pitch there for a strike, and the count at 0-2.
And so now O'Brien trying to get out of this inning, and hopefully the Mustangs are down to 9 outs here.
0-2 on the way. Lang chopper goes right back to O'Brien. Look over to first. Little lob in the direction of Alex McLean for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth.
And that brings up leadoff hitter Jake Walker.
Shortstop number 1.
Walker,
Jake
2 for 2 in this game, 2 runs scored. Tripled his first time up and singled in the third. Stole a base and was able to score on a fielder's choice. So
Kid that was batting .583 last year.
He's picking up right where he left off. 2 for 2 this game. What did he do first game? A couple hits the first game as well.
Going back to game 1, Mr. Walker actually 1 for 3. Was also hit by a pitch.
Okay.
Scored a run. It seemed like he got hobbled midway through that game. Left for an inning, came back.
Yeah.
Seems all right here for game 2. Has already shown off some of that speed.
Speed and arm, too. Made a great throw there on Chambers that last at bat.
Next pitch on the way, and Walker another rip into left field and another hit. So he's 3 for 3 here in game 2.
Just puts the bat to the ball. Good swings, nice and level, and now all of a sudden 3 hits in the first 4 innings of this game.
Yeah, Métis coming to the plate. Devin Métis, a couple of sacrifices so far in this game. RBI and a run scored.
Number 3.
Métis with 2 outs, so now I'm sure Walker's going to take off. As we said, 22 stolen bases last year, has 1 in this game.
Yeah, you get back to playing this game again with O'Brien just going to pitch this time. Métis swing and a miss, and Walker's going to stay at first for now.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you're going to do. I mean, the speed of Walker, it's going to be tough to throw him out no matter what.
O'Brien a little glance over his shoulder now, makes the throw over to first. Walker back safely. He's used to playing that game.
Oh, yeah. Has a decent lead. I give him credit for sliding on his turf.
Yes. I'm sure if you get used to it, probably get a bunch of brush burns. And maybe if the guys are smart, you wear some knee pads. And
yeah, got to have something underneath there.
He's going now. 0-1 pitch. Métis goes opposite field right. Fair ball down the first base line. Walker is rounding third. They're going to send him home. Relay coming in, going right to the plate, and it went right through the glove of Kavanaugh. They would have had Walker dead to rights.
He was dead to rights. Kavanaugh kind of looked up at the runner, saw him coming, and then the ball just got through his glove there. So now Walker's going to score. Going to have to give Devin a single. Took second on the throw. But he's going to pick up the RBI. That's going to be his second RBI of the game.
And Walker, 3 runs scored here in game 2.
Yes, sir.
Lead at 4-1. So he has 3 of their 4 runs here in game 2, and the lead at 3 at 4-1. And you have Métis now at second. First pitch swinging there from Griffithson, sends it into center field, another hit, and a little juggle there from C.J. Guest. That will allow another run to score as Métis comes across, and it's 5-1.
It's an RBI single for Zane.
And all of a sudden you get the first 2 outs.
5-1.
Then all of a sudden Griffithson, Walker, the top 3.
Floodgates starting to open.
Yeah, every bit of. So now Griffinton's going to pick up an RBI. And that's going to bring up
Corey Kujai.
Yep.
Titans catcher number
You're jamming that same song walking in the Corey.
That's right.
Lead up music there. You guys listen to the same music.
Yeah.
Kujai showing bunt. It's a foul ball.
I think he's going to be out. Call him out. He's out of the box.
Where to hit him at?
He's out of the box.
They haven't signaled anything yet.
They're not going to signal anything.
Wow.
It's just going to be a strike. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was out of the box whenever it hit him. He made the move to first.
It was close.
Yeah.
I thought the one call over at first was more obvious on the miss.
Yeah.
The safe earlier than that, but.
Yeah. Well.
I think Jerry's going to get instant replay for us for next year. He's going to work on that in the summer. Try to get us an instant replay
That'd
card.
be all right.
Cue all those back.
Yeah. Fans would love it.
0-1. Runner going again. Hit high in the air to right center field. Got to make a play here. Janoski working over. Makes the grab to end the inning. But the West Mifflin Titans extend the lead again to another couple of runs. 2 across here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 5-1 as we head to the top of the 5th here on the C.R. Baranda Group High School Sports Day.
On 3 hits.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Hello, John Clinton from Ford of Uniontown. So if your plan for a new vehicle is just to wait for it to show up like a pot of gold, well, friends, you're going to need more than the luck of the Irish for that. Instead, consider this. Stop, click, or call our friendly sales staff and reserve your new vehicle today. We have hundreds of inbound units that are available to choose from. We'll be happy to go over packages, equipment, colors, and trim. Look at all the different incentives and do an on-the-spot trade appraisal. Then we'll make you an offer. It's that easy. When your vehicle arrives, we'll schedule your delivery, and that's that. If you have a bit more time, or at least it's several months out, we'll be happy to place a factory order just for you. Act now so you don't miss out on historic trade-in values. We are fortunate enough to still have over 65 pre-owned vehicles here and ready to go. Your car knows, shouldn't you? Ford of Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com.
The Irish eyes are smiling down on you at Ford of Uniontown.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at West Mifflin High School. Some wind blowing in, Tony. I must drop some things here trying to get us back on the air.
I saw that.
Braden McKnight leading things off here in the top of the 5th. Mustangs need some runs. They're down 5-1.
Yeah, and laying in start this 5th inning.
First pitch swinging there from McKnight. Fly ball in the left field. Getting under it, making the grab. Mackay Scott for the first down of the inning.
So 1 pitch, 1 quick out. Now C.J. Guest coming to the plate. Guest doubled his first time up, drove in the only run. As Chambers scored on that double.
You'll get Lang on the mound. Very impressive here for game 2.
Impressive, and I have to apologize, too, because I forgot my pitch counter.
I have one in there. But we were so scrambled that the second game started early before we even hit the air. We were still writing down lineups.
Well, it's our first game of the season, too.
Yeah, trying to get things out of basketball season into baseball mode and in a different environment here at West Mifflin. We're back with more high school baseball, though, next week, Monday. Laurel Highlands hosting Ringgold, Laurel Highlands High School. We hope. I think the weather's going to be good next week. 4 o'clock start, 3:45 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Tuesday at Bailey Park, tentatively. Look out there. Of course, I have a window in front of me, but almost took us out.
Yeah, but as you can see,
Greensburg, Salem, Uniontown.
As you can see, the frame around it.
Yeah.
Something shattered his window.
Yes.
So
I almost did it again.
Yeah.
That'd be a great start to this season. Broken glass in front of you.
Yeah.
At least it was going towards the glass in front of us instead of our camera off to our left as Guest strikes out for the second out of the inning.
And that's a second strikeout on the day for Lang.
Now batting, number 9.
Again, good luck to the Uniontown baseball program as well tonight against Belle Vernon. 6 o'clock start in Rostraver Township. Also have to send our condolences out to Uniontown head coach Kenny Musco. Ken lost his dad yesterday, so again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Musco family. And again, we'll see the Red Raiders next Tuesday for their game against Greensburg-Salem at Bailey Park.
Yeah, and it makes it tough, especially the season debut. Well, although Uniontown was in Florida for a little while, they went to Cocoa Beach. But tough to open up the season after your father passed away. So, Kenny, we do send our condolences.
Count now 1-1 here on Tyler Sankovic. Top of the order for the Mustangs. They trail at 5-1. 1-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strikeout. Moves to 1-2.
Sanko for 2 today. Grounded out to second base his first time up and then flew out to Scott in left field.
1-2 on the way. Just missed. Count now even at 2-2.
Sankovic trying to get something started here. Carson D'Amico waiting on deck for the Mustangs, but 2 outs.
2-2 now on the way, and Sankovic, when digging that one out, and sends it high in the air to left center field. Mackay Scott will make the catch to end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, still 5-1. Titans over the Mustangs here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
No runs on no hits.
Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mama Ruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mama Ruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MamaRukaPizza.com for their menu.
Going on now at Silver Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease excludes GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months and 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
New pitcher for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, Devin Kravoski. As we move into the bottom half of the 5th inning. And, of course, you really have to manage your pitch count here, Tony, especially early on in the season.
Yeah, well, I think, too. Braden threw a lot of pitches, but it was just unfortunate. A couple plays that just changed the game for him all the way around. So now Kravoski's going to get to make his debut here for the year, the lefty.
You have Bert Kowalski against Devin Kravoski.
You just got to wonder what ski's going to win.
Yes. So it's Kowalski, Derek Kleinhans, and Eric Lingdu up for the Titans. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. West Mifflin a 5-1 lead over Laurel Highlands. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hanola. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. Nick Parchek back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. First look here at the lefty. This is a little outside there on the first pitch to Bert Kowalski. Kowalski picked up an RBI on a fielder's choice last time up, grounded out 5-3 back in the first inning.
And I'm trying to finish up the numbers here for O'Brien.
1-0 pitch on the way, and this one golfed in a left center field. Gesk moving over from center, but it'll be Ben Diamond from left making the grab for the first out of the inning.
And it looked like that ball blew away a little bit. Looked like
wind's really picked up here
in
the last half hour or so.
Yes. Well, even that last ball that was hit to, I thought it was center field, and it just drifted over to White there.
Derek Kleinhaus now coming to the plate.
I'm sorry, Mackay Scott, I'm sorry. Drifted over to him there in left field. He made the easy play.
Kleinhan's RBI single to right last time up. Kravowski's first pitch misses inside. Count 1-0.
You know, O'Brien, and looking at the numbers, did not walk a batter. Had 2 strikeouts, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs.
You know, it got to him the last 2 innings. They've given up just 1 through the first 2. They gave up 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. That got us to 5-1. 5 runs on 8 hits for West Mifflin. They've committed 2 errors. The Mustangs just 1 hit so far here in game 2.
Just 1 hit, but a couple errors here by the Mustangs as well.
Not pitching there for a strike now. 1-2 to Derek Kleinhaus.
I've got him for 4 errors so far in this game. There's the lefty's delivery.
1-2 hit on the ground, and that one knocked down by Sankovic. Tough play in the hole, makes it over to Braden O'Brien, who's now playing first for the second out of the inning.
Nice play there by Sank to go in the hole. Actually slid, scooped it up, and came up at the same time. Made a nice play and a nice throw. Nice play there by Sankovic.
Now Eric Link coming to the plate. Link 0 for 2 here in game 2.
The left side of this diamond getting a lot of action for the Mustangs here in this game, too.
He grounded out into that odd 5-2-1 double play last time up, swing and a miss here. We've seen a lot of numbers here on the scorecard, especially here in game 2, that you generally don't see at all during the course of a season.
No, you get that right. That was a nice play by McKnight and Kavanaugh.
0-1 pitch, misses a little low. Count now even at 1-1. Mustangs splitting up the catching duties here today, with Kavanaugh getting the start in game 2. Have you Tristan McCoy behind the dish for game 1. Now a 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball a little high. Now 2-1 here to Eric Link.
Well, you also got McLean, who's a catcher, too. I'm kind of surprised. We saw him catch a lot of games last year for the Mustangs, and kind of surprised you haven't seen him behind the dish here today.
And is testing out some new combinations.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. It's early in the year, and just like you said, it's a tough chore to start out with 2 section games. I mean, in the past, you know, you'd start out with a week worth of non-section games and then get ready for section, but this is an eye-opener right off the bat.
3-1 pitch now on the way. That's high for ball 4. Back to McLean. You also had him pitch in game 1, so maybe that was the mindset there. You know, he's going to work 3 or 4 innings. You don't want to have him pitch and catch in the same game. We've seen guys try to do that in the past, and that's not an easy chore.
No, it's not an easy chore. So now that walk's going to bring up Mackay Scott with 2 outs. Scott with a single, he was stranded at second base, and then he struck out his last time at bat. So Kravowski trying to get out of here with no damage here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And Scott might be the second quickest Titan next to Jake Walker on this team, so he gets on base. Look out. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, third base coach looking over, wondering why Link didn't take off on the first pitch. So they better be ready here, Kavanaugh. Maybe a pitch out here.
Devin was a clean look, going to check him.
It's a nice little move there by the lefty. You can get away with a lot of stuff being a left-hander going to first base.
Yeah, clean look over that base.
Mm-hmm.
Might limit what Link could do out there. Now the 0-1. Link's going to go. Pitch a little outside. Throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Eric Link.
Stolen base for Eric Link.
Link going to put another runner in scoring position for West Mifflin, but now with 2 outs. So Scott looking to pick up his first RBI of the year.
Yeah, 1-1 count now on Mackay Scott.
Kravoski, Chambers shading towards second.
1-1 pitch on the way, and this one golfed on the right side. Chases on. Braden O'Brien in foul territory, unable to scoop it up. Count moves to 1-2. And Mustangs hosting Ringgold Monday, our next broadcast on the air 3:45 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. First pitch set for 4 o'clock. Gary Frankhauser tells me he's going to be there, Tone, so you get a Monday off.
Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised if I see you Tuesday for the Uniontown Greensburg-Salem game.
Whatever council wants to do, I'm second in command here. You know what I mean? I'm just.
We'll talk to Gary and find out.
I just follow along. You just tell me where I need to be.
He is counsel?
Yes, he is counsel. It's always good to have an attorney in your corner.
1-2 on the way. Runner going again. Pitch inside. Throw down to third. Do they have him? He overslid the base.
There.
Should be out at third. He is out at third. So caught stealing over at third. Eric Link after he overslid the bag to end the inning. So it's still 5-1. Titans over the Mustangs after 5 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Day.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County. When transferring your prescriptions, Peach & Pharmacy makes it quick and easy. Just bring your current prescription bottle into the pharmacy at Peach & Market in Connellsville or give us a call and we'll do the rest. It's that easy. You can also go online at peachandpharmacy.com. Plus, your caring Peach & Pharmacy pharmacist is always on hand to answer your healthcare questions or concerns. It's just like that. Quick and easy at Peach & Pharmacy.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Back for the top of the 6th, Carson D'Amico, Ben Diamond, Braden O'Brien due up for the Mustangs. They trail West Mifflin 5-1. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanilla, Jerry Dupay behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios, and Ryan Lang still on the mound, starting his 6th inning of work for the Titans. Misses on the first pitch there to D'Amico, 0-1. Carson 0 for 2 here in Game 2.
Now Lang's had some quick innings, though.
There's a shot into center field, a little one-hopper there in front of Zane Griffithson. So leadoff single for D'Amico here to start the top half of the 6th inning, just what the doctor ordered for the Mustangs as they try to rally from a 4-run deficit.
Yeah, nobody warming up for West Mifflin in the bullpen. But as we said, Lang had a few quick innings, Brian, where he only threw less than 5 pitches, 10 pitches in a couple innings. So actually, I do see somebody loosening up behind their dugout.
You go back to Game 1, remember, West Mifflin had a 4-run inning to rally past the Mustangs for a 7-4 win. Laurel Highlands like to turn the table here. A 4-run inning would tie the game at 5.
Yeah, we're hoping for it, that's for sure.
Have to say hello to Joanne LaPata. She's watching our broadcast in Oklahoma, rooting on her nephew, Jake Walker.
How about
for
that?
West Mifflin. Appreciate you checking in from Oklahoma.
Tell you what, your nephew's a nice ball player.
Yes, he is. He's going to head to Cal U on a baseball scholarship next year. Pitching there for a strike to Ben Diamond.
He's going to get on there with Mike Conti, and Mike's got a nice program down at Cal. So, Jake, we're going to wish him the best down there.
And Diamond trying to hang in there. Next pitch. Just missed a little outside. As you had Kujai trying to frame it there on the outside corner.
That one's a little too outside. Nice try to frame it, but not sure you're going to get that call either way.
Diamond calling time. And nobody out, top of the 6th, 5-1. West Mifflin leading Laurel Highlands. Titans took Game 1 of this doubleheader, 7-4. 1-1 pitch on the way, and Diamond looping this one into center field. Charging and getting there is Griffithson again. For the first out of the inning, Zane Griffithson's played a great all-around game. Again, closed out Game 1 on the mound. 2-1-2-3 innings in the 6th and 7th against the Mustangs in Game 1.
You can see West Mifflin's definitely going to be a foe to fight with here in the section. I would imagine they are the favorite.
They were coming in along with Laurel Highlands and Bell Vernon, but the advantage the Titans, if they hang on here in Game 2, not only do you get the series sweep, but you get the tiebreaker, which is almost like a 3-game lead in the standings, and we're still here in March.
Right.
There's O'Brien, ground ball to short, little backhander, and getting the force out. There's Walker to Métis, back over to first. They turn the double play to Eric Link. So it goes 6-4-3 to end the inning. Not what Laurel Highlands wanted to see here in the top half of the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
After 5.5.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company.
with a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process. Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
You have the Mustangs down to their final 3 outs. Titans look for a little more insurance here in the bottom half of the 6th inning, leading 5-1. They'll have Mackay Scott, Ryan Lang, and Jake Walker due up.
Yeah, Mackay Scott gets the lead off of this inning because Link overslid as he tried to steal, and that ball was fouled off. It went up and looked like it hit Scott in the face.
That couldn't have felt good.
And maybe caught him on the helmet there on the side. Luckily, he has a flap there. That ball came straight up and hit him almost in the face.
By the way, for the Mustangs, in the top of the 7th, they'll have Alex McLean, Caleb Janowski, and Joe Chambers due up, hitters 5, 6, and 7. Now the 0-1 here to Scott from Kravowski, and therefore a strike, and we're at 0-2 against a 5-1 lead for West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, well, I would imagine Lang's going to finish this game out, Brian. I mean, he really, even that last inning, didn't throw a lot of pitches.
No.
Got the double play, so he might have a shot at a complete game here for the Titans.
And the Titans pitching looks solid this year as well. Kravowski missing there, 1-2 now to Scott.
Well, it looks deep, and that's the thing, as we said, when you start playing back-to-back games, and even if you have some rainouts and stuff, I mean, they've got some arms all of a sudden, and it makes it tough for everybody else in the section.
1-2, missing low and outside. And, of course, Laurel Highlands, especially when they established Chambers last year as the number 2 behind Kumar. Mustangs able to mow down a lot of teams with that combination.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I mean, you're going to have to find somebody who can go back-to-back. You know Chambers is going to be your ace.
2-2 sent into center field. Guest makes the catch. 1 out here now in the bottom of the 6th inning. And if you folks on the WNBS side, coming your way in the 6 o'clock hour, the Dog Tag Club today normally airs in the 3 o'clock hour on Wednesdays. Will be on in the 6 o'clock hour, followed by Doug Saltzman from 7 to 9 tonight. Ryan Lang now at the plate.
Yeah, you're going to make Doug work late tonight.
Yes. He wants to join us for one of these high school baseball games at some point. He said it's his lifelong dream, so we'll see if we can make that happen for him at some point.
Okay.
First pitch here to Lang, and he'll scoop that one up in the air. Yeah, Gesk again charging from center to make the catch.
That's on
2 up, 2 down.
It's on his bucket list?
It's on his bucket list to call a baseball game.
He got a hole in his bucket.
I have a whole list of things on my bucket list I've never gotten to yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully I still have some time to get to it. Jake Walker now at the plate. He's 3 for 3 today, trying to extend it. He's 3 for 3 here in game 2.
Number 1.
First pitch to Jake, and therefore a strike. Thought about swinging, then laid off. Counted 0-1.
Looking to go 4 for 4 here, as you said. Triple, 2 singles, 3 runs scored, stolen base. Turned a double play last inning.
What else can he do?
Yeah,
now send a ground ball here that gets through on the left side, so he's 4 for 4 today.
And his aunt in Oklahoma is going to be happy.
I would say. I think he even threw out a little 4 there on the run over to first.
Is that right? Yeah.
He deserves it. I mean, you're being productive every time you're at the plate. He scored 3 runs here in game 2 as well. Has an opportunity to get his 4th run scored of the game today if he gets a little bit of help. And you look at Mady and Griffithson, the guys behind him. They've been solid as well.
Yes, they have. Coach looking over. I guess he's pretty much giving him the green light if he wants to run or not here.
Now, the lead at 4, but you never know what could happen. Always good to have that insurance.
Yeah, but I don't know. Not so sure you need it.
Kravoski clean look that way. Make sure Walker's back on the bag.
Probably won't get as big a lead there with the lefty, but he's taking a huge lead right now, all the way out to the cutout.
Yeah, he is almost outside the cutout over there at first. Challenging Kravowski, who makes the throw, and Walker's back safely again.
Kowalski got to get a little bit more motion in this pickoff throw, and I can guarantee he'll pick off a lot of guys this year. maybe like a little sidestep like our friend Terry Mulholland used to do. Just step back and snap it over there.
That one was off the plate. Of course, Terry played here at Laurel Highlands.
Terry picked off a lot of guys in his career, I can tell you that. He didn't give up too many
Is he
stolen
around your
bases.
age, Tony?
I played ball with Terry.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was a couple years behind me.
I throw over to first back safely.
Yeah, but we played ball together.
Had a pretty good generation of players coming through Laurel Highlands over the years.
Yeah, you also had Mr. Larry Kumar at that time. Kumar went to West Virginia. He was a great baseball player.
Kravowski watching Walker here again.
Yeah, a lot of good players came through this LH system, no doubt.
Trying to avoid falling to 0-2 here in the young campaign. Walker going. Pitch fouled off there by Mady.
Well, you know he's going to run. I mean, they're not going to get him. I mean, it's one of those things, but just hope that Mady hits the ball right at somebody. Because if not, Walker with that speed, I'm sure he's going to get to third and possibly score.
Now the 1-1. The check of the runner. Back safely again is Walker.
Looking for him to maybe catch him leaning a little bit. Still hasn't cut that lead down, though.
1-1 pitch on the way, high and outside, counting out 2-1. 5 runs on 9 hits. Scoreboard says 2 errors committed by the Titans so far in this game. Mustangs just 1 run on 2 hits, and they've committed 2 as well. Even though I think you have the error count a little higher there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I do have it a little higher.
2-1, throw over to first again.
Yeah, a couple throws and a couple plays. I mean, the catcher's interference is definitely a error.
And O'Brien, oh, look what is going on here. O'Brien and Walker, a little push with one another over there. Umpires can't be happy about that.
No, but you know what? They were kind of mouthing off to each other. I mentioned that earlier whenever Walker scored that 1 run. He must have said something because I know Braden looked a little bent out of shape. So I'm sure that they're just kind of jawing each other here.
I think Kravoski would be smart here just to throw a pitch.
Yeah, guess what? If he takes off and steals second, no big deal. You got 2 outs, work on a batter. Bad throw, and you're going to have a guy on third anyway. Get the out.
2-1. Mady was showing bunt, pulled back. Now Walker. I think you're getting to the point where these guys, on the West Mifflin side, you're up 4 runs. Walker's 4 for 4. And he's going to dance around a little bit there because he's had a good game. And then the Mustangs, on the other hand, they're frustrated because they're about to get swept in a doubleheader here in the opening game of the season, and you just don't want to see anybody go over the edge.
Nope. I would agree with you.
Count of 3-1, and they're going to check him again.
Nah, just work on the batter. Yeah, at this point, like I said, you got a 3-1 count. Try to induce a ground ball here and get out of the inning and come back and try to score 5.
3-1 on the way. Walker's trying to steal, and they're going to have Mady pop this one up. O'Brien's there at first. He'll make the grab and we'll end the inning. And it's 5-1. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands heading to the 7th. Mustangs down to their final 3 outs. When we come back here on the C.R. Barana Group High School Sports Day.
Casey's now offers a sit-down banquet hall at 65 Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown and can seat up to 50 people with kitchen facilities available. Bring your own food or let Casey's fine staff cater it for you. A perfect intimate setting for your small affair, such as showers, reunions, or after funeral dinners. For all information, phone 724-550-4126. That's 724-550-4126. 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Somerset Trust Company is proud to call Fayette County home. With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. Convenient services available at all branches include checking and savings accounts, personal and business loans, mortgages and home equity loans, trust and investment management, and more. Call us at 724-626-1725. Visit us at somersettrust.com and like us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Somerset Trust Company. Community banking worth talking about.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
New pitcher here for West Mifflin to try to close out this game, Bert Kowalski, number 8. Get a new third baseman as well, Tony. It's Mady.
Yep. So, no, not sure where.
Who's playing second?
Mady was at second. Let's see who's at second base. Oh, it's going to be Lang at second base. So just kind of switched around a little bit. We'll have the final numbers on Lang here in a minute. But he pitched a very nice game for the Titans. Gave up 1 run on 3 hits.
Now pitching for the Titans.
Struck out 2.
Number 8, Bert Kowalski.
And only 1 walk.
Kowalski last year did not see any time at all on the mound.
For the Mustangs.
They probably worked to develop him a little bit here in the offseason. Facing McLean on the first pitch. A foul ball, 0-1. You got McLean, Kowalski, and Chambers for the Mustangs. McLean sacrificed and got on via an error so far here in game 2. 0-1 pitch, and therefore a strike just like that, 0-2. McLean going back to game 1 for Laurel Highlands. Ended up 1 for 4. Now the 0-2 pitch on the way, a little high, count 1-2. Again, the Mustangs down to their final 3 outs, down 5-1. Trying to avoid getting swept in an opening doubleheader here against West Mifflin.
Yeah, not what Coach Yeoman had in mind here for the. And same thing as you said. I heard you coming in. Look at a split. You get swept. All of a sudden, you're down 2 games.
Plus the tiebreak.
Plus the tiebreak, and you only got 10 section games to go.
There's a hard hit ball through on the left side there for Alex McLean. It's a leadoff single to start this top half of the 7th inning. Yeah, you look at the way the schedule is going to shape out. You'll have a 2-game series with Ringgold next week and then a conference week off, which I don't know if you wanted that early in the season, but you're going to get it. And then you'll have a series with Bell Vernon, which is another tough foe.
Right.
So I think you really need to look towards sweeping Ringgold next week, and then you split with Bell Vernon, you get to 3-3, and then you see where you're at for the rest of the season. I think at this point would be a successful little check swing. And it'll be a one-hopper there in front of Zane Griffithson. So just like that, Tony, Mustangs maybe not done yet. Back-to-back hits here to start this top half of the 7th inning, and you give the game-tying run to the on-deck circle.
Yep, don't count them out yet. Joe
1.
Chambers coming to bat. Chambers walked his first time up, scored a run.
And you have Kowalski now pitching. Remember, he did not pitch in any varsity games last year. And you wonder, how short of a leash do they have on him? First pitch here to Chambers, and therefore a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, probably just trying to get loose a little bit too, but Walker shading towards second base, trying to hold McLean there. There's a big hole on the left side of the infield.
And if Chambers gets on, you start trotting in Griffithson from center field to close out the game. 0-1 pitch, low and outside. If you'd go back to him, I don't know, how that works as far as a doubleheader, since he did pitch 2 innings earlier, but was under 25 pitches.
Yeah, it's same day. I don't know how they would categorize that. That's a good question.
Now the 1-1 here to Chambers. It's on the way, breaking ball. Catches the outside corner, 1-2.
Well, we've seen that all day. An outside corner. The ump likes it, and you got to protect it, no doubt.
I'd like to get to the point, though, if Chambers can get on base, make the Titans think a little bit.
Oh, most definitely.
1-2 now to Joe Chambers. Time called. That pitch will not count from Kowalski.
Kowalski held that a long time. Surprised it took Chambers that long to call timeout. Good thing it was granted, though.
Saw that in an earlier at-bat with Joe as well.
Yep. Yeah, when he almost wore one.
Now the 1-2 again, right down the pipe. Chambers fouls it off. Count remains 1-2.
Well, like I said, a good start here in this 7th inning for the Mustangs. 2 runners on, nobody out. You've got McKnight waiting on deck.
Are you with me here for that South Park Brownsville game last year when Brownsville had like that similar rally back? They were down, I think, 7-1 going to the last inning. They scored 5 runs. I think the final ended up 7-6.
I think I was.
Now it's here at this field in the playoffs last May. 1-2 pitch on the way, fouled off there by Joey.
No. Was I here? No.
I was here.
I was. No, you know what?
No.
I went to do the Cow game.
No, same day. We did a doubleheader.
Yep, we did doubleheader. Yep. I did the Cow game. I remember listening to it. That's what it was. Memory's not as good as it used to be. But I'm thinking, wait a minute.
I know I was here. It's just tough to remember.
You were. No, you know what? No,
with.
I did Cow and who was it? Like Seton LaSalle or something.
Yeah, Cal won that game because I remember I went to the Boyce Mayview complex.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I went out to Robinson Township for their next game.
Right.
2-2 now to Chambers. Mustangs 2 on, nobody out, down 5-1 here as we work in the top of the 7th.
Well, Chambers.
2-2 breaking ball. Chambers pops this one up.
Get out of play.
Territory.
Get out of play.
And
nice
the catch made right on the boundary by the catcher there, Kujai.
That was a beautiful play right there. Came right against the fence. Did a great job. Nice catch. That's a tough play.
Now Devin Kravowski at the plate. Batting for McKnight. It's actually batting for himself now since he came into the game.
Exactly.
McKnight left on the switch. He's batting from the left side. This will be his first at-bat of the season.
You know, he's a lefty, so hopefully can show some stick and get this team back in his game.
Long look in here from Kowalski. And Devin trying to go opposite field to left, barely foul.
Well, you know, he tried to call timeout, and it wasn't granted. But I will say, Kowalski, a lot of time when he gets in his set position, boy.
Yeah, he's making him sitting there for a while, trying to freeze the batters a bit.
And no doubt. Yeah, Kravoski reached back, tried to get it, but they didn't grant it.
And Kravoski at the plate. We had this opposite matchup earlier with Kravowski pitching to Kowalski.
Right.
Now it's the opposite way around. Kowalski pitching to Kravowski. Check of the runner at first. And back safely there, Janoski.
Well, try to make sure it don't fall asleep over there.
No.
You know, that's the last thing you need. We saw 2 base running errors so far by the Mustangs.
Working here in the top of the 7th. Just 1 out. Mustangs down 4. Game tying run, and Gask remains in the on-deck circle. 0-1 pitch, and Kravoski, high fly ball into left field. Mackay Scott getting under it. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Runners have to hold their position.
2 outs.
The Titans an out away from closing it out with C.J. Gesk coming into the play. Gesk did drive in the Mustangs' lone run of the game. RBI double back in the 3rd inning.
Right. Struck out his last time up. Tell you what, Mackay Scott, nice-looking outfielder out there. Does a nice job in left. A lot of range.
Covers a lot of ground.
Makes a lot of plays look easy.
On Gesk calls time.
Now you've got McLean at second, Janoski at first. Top of the order waiting on deck here, Sankovic.
See if they get to him.
Yep, if Guest can keep this going.
Sanks do, too. He's 0 for 3 here in game 2. First pitch here to Gesk. All inside, 1-0.
Yep. So
you go back last year, Sankovic batted .365. It's rare to see him in a given game without a hit.
365, but more importantly, had 10 RBIs.
And Gesk popping this one up down the third base line. Scott on the run in foul territory and able to track it down. Count goes to 1-1.
It made it a lot more interesting than it should have been.
I agree.
Gesk with a little bleeder. Just couldn't get that one to fall.
5 runs on 9 hits for West Mifflin. 1 run on 4 hits for the Mustangs. Trying to make things interesting here. 2 of those 4 coming here in the top of the 7th inning. Now C.J. Gesk and the Mustangs down to their final out. Down 4 with 2 runners on. 1-1 pitch to Gesk. Swing and a miss. And now the Mustangs down to their final strike.
Yeah, Gesk out in front of that curveball. Nice pitch there by the pitcher.
Now the 1-2.
Kowalski. I'd want to make sure I got the pronunciation.
1-2 on the way. Guess ground ball to third, and they'll get the force out at third from Devin Matey to close this game out for a doubleheader sweep for the West Mifflin Titans. Game 2, 5-1 final. West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. Back to tell you all about it right after this.
Titans regular season.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with $4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor, outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. With all the tools you need, First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 at Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
5-1 your final score here in Game 2. West Mifflin defeating Laurel Highlands. Titans improved to 3-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Laurel Highlands drops to both 0-2 overall and in the conference. Tony, some of your highlights here in Game 2.
Well, some of the highlights, basically for the West Mifflin end of it, they had 9 hits in the game. They scored 5 runs. 4 of those hits by Jake Walker. He scored 3 runs as well. 2 RBIs from Mady, an RBI by Griffithton, 1 by Kowalski, and 1 by Kleinhaus for their 5 runs. On the Mustangs side, you had the Mustangs with 5 hits. C.J. Gesk with the only extra base hit. He had a double and an RBI. A hit by D'Amico, 1 by Braden O'Brien, 1 by McLean, and 1 by Kowalski. And those 2, the last 2 came in the last inning. So really not a whole lot of offense for the Mustangs as they go down 5-1. And the other thing, too, is you had 4 errors by the Mustangs, and that was costly, and a couple base running errors. So some things to work on before they get to Ringgold on Monday.
We're back with a final word from West Mifflin High School right after this. Titans defeat the Mustangs 5-1.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Hello, John Clinton from Ford of Uniontown. So if your plan for a new vehicle is just to wait for it to show up like a pot of gold, well, friends, you're going to need more than the luck of the Irish for that. Instead, consider this. Stop, click, or call our friendly sales staff and reserve your new vehicle today. We have hundreds of inbound units that are available to choose from. We'll be happy to go over packages, equipment, colors, and trim. Look at all the different incentives and do an on-the-spot trade appraisal. Then we'll make you an offer. It's that easy. When your vehicle arrives, we'll schedule your delivery, and that's that. If you have a bit more time, or at least it's several months out, we'll be happy to place a factory order just for you. Act now so you don't miss out on historic trade-in values. We are fortunate enough to still have over 65 pre-owned vehicles here and ready to go. Your car knows, shouldn't you? Ford of Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com.
The Irish eyes are smiling down on you at Ford of Uniontown.
Back wrapping things up here at West Mifflin High School. Titans defeat the Mustangs 5-1 in Game 2. Won the opener 7-4 over Laurel Highlands. And next week, Tony, the Mustangs take on Ringgold for a 2-game series starting Monday at 4 o'clock from Laurel Highlands High School. We'll have the game for you both here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. And you'll have the West Mifflin Titans taking on Bell Vernon next week.
Well, that'll be interesting to see West Mifflin and Bell Vernon. I mean, two good teams, and let's see what that works out to. Right now, this West Mifflin team looks pretty good. As we said, a lot of arms and a lot of offense, and the Mustangs just really looked a little flat today, and you can understand that. I mean, first real test of the season, but they'll come back, and I'm sure Coach Yeoman will have them ready to play here against Ringgold on Monday.
Tony, I enjoyed it as always. Thanks for joining me here for Game 2, and I'm sure I'll see you down the line.
Oh, I hope so, Brian. And like I said, let's go Mustangs, and we'll root for Uniontown here tonight against Bell Vernon.
That'll be a 6 o'clock start over in Ross Traver Township. Maybe if you're driving home from the game, you can check out the Uniontown Bell Vernon game, too.
I just might stop. Our friend Buddy Mara sent me a text and said he's going to be on the call. So he's working as an umpire, so I may stop at Bell Vernon and see what's happening.
So good luck to the Red Raiders. We'll see Uniontown next Tuesday against Greensburg-Salem down at Bailey Park as well. Can the Titans sweep the Mustangs, winning Game 1 7-4, Game 2 5-1 for Tony Hinola, Jerry Dupay, and Nick Barczyk. This is Brian Morozek, and have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Titans over the Mustangs in 2 from West Mifflin High School here on WMBS.
When your car is damaged, the name director.
Also, for you folks here on the South Union Township Sports Network, wrapping things up, this game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Breezeline Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith and his staff. For Jerry Dupay and Tony Hinola, this is Brian Morozek. And have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Jerry, did I not give you the sheet for Game 1 then? Yeah, I got it. Oh, you got it? Okay. See, this is what I...